Hola, Spanish hero, and welcome to your lesson on pronunciation. Whether you're completely new and this is your first ever lesson on pronunciation, or if you're just looking for a refresher on some of the difficult sounds, this lesson is for you. Bienvenidos! Pronunciation is a key aspect of any language, so Spanish is no exception. We're going to look at fundamental sounds today, not the alphabet, because they might teach us A, B, C, D, and we end up saying and B, and so on. So I don't think that learning pronunciation by teaching alphabet is actually very effective. We're going to look at the sounds specifically and how to link them together. Here's the lesson plan. Why is Spanish so difficult? That's gonna be question number 1, because why not? It is difficult, isn't it? Then we're going to understand vowel sounds, learn consonant pronunciations, know which sounds are different. A lot of them will be the same, like k and l, so no worries, but some of them are very special, so we're going to point them out. We're going to grasp common pronunciation patterns, which means linking sounds together, and know where to do accents. This is a question that I keep getting even from more advanced people. And finally, practice with tongue twisters. Yay! The why. Why is it so difficult? Nerd o'clock! Okay, here are 6 reasons for which English speakers specifically find Spanish difficult. You don't need to remember any of this. This is just basically to make you feel a little bit better about maybe feeling like you're not making enough progress or fast enough progress in your rolling R or linking sounds together, and you get corrected by me all the time or by someone else. So let's dive in. The first reason why we find it very difficult are phonemic differences. Phonemic, what does it mean? For example, in Spanish, the R sound is a very specific r sound, which is formed by tipping the top of your tongue against the roof of your mouth. Here. Here. It's not in your throat, just like the English R. Okay? I don't think I can even pronounce it properly yet after all the years anyway. So that's a thing that people find difficult generally when they're learning a language like Spanish or Czech or any Slavic language where r is a thing. It takes kids about 5 years to get there, so hang in there. You know what I mean? No stress. The second reason why you might be finding it difficult are pronunciation rules. They're just different. They're different, and we need to readjust the brain, rewire the brain in order to memorize what each combination of letters should sound like, which is a bit like number 4, which is sound clusters. Clusters of sounds pronounced together. In English, it's usually a few vowels like IA. If we look into this gracias on the board, gracias, ias. We do need to pronounce them sort of separately in Spanish. They would probably merge into some sort of in English, so we're not used to separating them in our head. I'm going to go back to number 3. That's your syllable stress. Spanish follows a consistent syllable stress pattern. What do I mean? It's this like being on a train almost, you know, na 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 na. It's always on the second vowel from the end of the word. That's when I'm going to stress my word the most. In English, I don't know. It's just up and down, and it's at the end of the word here and at the beginning of a word here. Yeah, thank you very much, please, thank you. I don't know where the sound actually should be stressed. So for me as a foreigner, that was a nightmare in English. For you in Spanish, that might actually come quite easy once you understand where to make them, because they will always be there. Yay! Silent letters, number 5. Spanish has many less silent letters than English. Again, go back. What is a silent letter? The letter that we write, but pretend it's not there, like knowledge. Where did the K go? Yeah, that's a silent letter. Spanish basically has H, as seen in the first example on the green board. Hola, hola. There's no hola or anything like that. The H is just not there. So silent letters are another thing that people need to focus on when they want to be confident in pronunciation. And finally, intonation and rhythm. That comes to people the last, I would say, the rhythm and intonation. It's just about spending time listening to Spanish people, going to Spanish speaking countries, or even just listening to music and trying to emulate what the people are actually doing there. So, this is all the things that are preventing you from being perfectly Spanish from day one. But we don't need to worry about any of that because I am going to take you on a nice little journey through all of those little bits, and we'll see that you'll be much more confident, hopefully, by the end of this lesson. Let's go. Understanding how to learn is important, so let's look at this timeline. This is how the lesson is going to go. Vowels, consonants, special sounds, linking it all together. If we know what we're doing, we can actually reward ourselves at every step, and we don't have to feel overwhelmed and frustrated by not knowing everything in one lesson. So if you get what vowels are and what they are and how to name them in Spanish, yay! If you just learned the special sounds, yay again! Do you know what I mean? So we'll begin with vowels. Let's go. Spanish has 5 vowel sounds. A, E, I, O, U. I put I next to the Y because that would get the same pronunciation. There's no Y, there's just I in Spanish. Unlike English, Spanish vowels have consistent sounds, so once you learn them, you can easily pronounce any Spanish word. Practice pronouncing each vowel sound clearly and distinctly. Let's go. A, E, I, O, U. And let's go again. A, E, I, O, U. In pink, it says mama, mama. See? The vowels don't change. There's no may, mama, may. No, it's just a. In every word you will ever see, it's gonna be a. No matter where it's placed, it needs to be said. Mama. For e, the second one in white, we have bebe and nene. Both mean baby. Bebe, nene. For I in black, we have imprimir. Imprimir. 3 of them actually. All of them sound the same. It means printing. O. Oso. Mono. Oso, a bear. Mono, a monkey. Oso, mono. And finally, U. U. No you. U. Just like tú, which means you, tú. Or murmullo. Murmullo, which means whisper. Whisper. Those are your vowels. Secondly, your consonants. Consonants is basically everything that's not a, e, I, o, u. While some consonant sounds in Spanish are similar to English, there are several important distinctions. Explore the unique pronunciation of consonants like r, r, yeah, that's your double L, yeah. Similar to yes in English, that's pretty much the sound, and J, which is This is what we're going to do on this slide. So, firstly, r, rana, a frog, rana. Second, y, like llave, a key, or lluvia, rain. Ñ, niño, niño. Niño means a kid. Then which is your J in English. Like Loch Ness. It comes from the throat. Jamás. Never. Hijo, a son. Silent H at play in this one. Notice. Hijo. And finally, cha-cha-cha, like cha-cha, the dance. It's C and H together. Okay, that's not K, character, for example. That's CH in English. It's ch, like coche, a car, or chisme, gossip. Those are your special consonants. Practice time, prácticas. Rana, ritmo, perro. Double R. Go again. Rana, ritmo, perro. Bien. Y. Llave, llamada, lluvia, calle. Go again. Llave, llamada, lluvia, calle. Bien. Ñ. Niño, niña, cariño, araña. Go again. Niño, niña, cariño, araña. Bien. Jamás, jirafa, jardín, jazmín. Go again. Jamás, jirafa, jardín, jazmín. Last one. Ch. Coche, chisme, chica, chiste. Go again. Coche, chisme, chica, chiste. These sounds will always sound the same, which is amazing. One job done for you. Let's move on to the next one. A quick check of where you are. This is what we're doing in this presentation. What have we done? Understand vowel sounds. Done. Learn consonant pronunciation. Done. Know which sounds are different. Done. So, what's missing? We're going to go through more practice in your difficult sounds because there's never enough of that. Then we're going to start linking the sounds together and know where to do accents. And finally, I will give you the tongue twisters you can practice in your free time to impress your friends and family. Special C and G. OMG, I can't take anymore. Yes, you can take more in, don't worry. Special C and G. What's special about C and G? Well, they have two ways we can pronounce them. These are literally the only letters in Spanish that don't behave consistently. The letter C is pronounced as a soft S sound before E and I. For example, ceniza or ciudad. Se, si. But C is also pronounced as a hard K sound before, well, everything else. A, O, and U is what's left. Casa, a house, or comer, to eat. In these cases, it's going to be k, k, k. So C can be S or K. When is it going to be S again? What was it? Read it on the board. Yes, before E and I. And it's the same story with G. Basically, letter G is pronounced as a soft H sound again, just like the J for jirafa, giraffe, with a H sound. Again, before E and I, gente, gimnasio, people and gym, it's going to be a soft H sound. But it's going to be g, g, g before everything else. Gato, for example. Let's master some difficult words. Yay! Back to vowels. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Never be afraid of sounding ridiculous when you're learning languages. That's what my French teacher once told me. You will just look weird when you're trying. So if you can't do that, you'll never learn. Too bad. So come, do it with me. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Okay. Now, 2 words for us to practice all the vowels. Hippopotamo. Hippopotamo. I, O, A, O. Hippopotamo. Nice. Okay. Now, Popocatépetl. 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 O, A, E, E. How are you doing? Okay, well done. We're going to move on. Now here's a real treat for you. Desafortunadamente. Desafortunadamente. I chose this word because it's a very difficult one and I want to teach you how to learn very long words. How to arrive to actually being able to read them fluently and not getting stuck. It's a method that might seem a little bit silly again. It's not. It's science. They did prove actually that when people clap sounds or go from the back of the word backwards, people remember them more. The brain just arrives at the conclusion at, yes, I can do it a little bit faster. So you're going to try with me. Te, mente, da mente, nadamente, tu nadamente, fortunadamente, sa fortunadamente, desafortunadamente. Go again. Desafortunadamente. How did you do? Let me know in the comments, please. And let's move on. Accents are easy. Why? Because in Spanish, they are consistent. You will know where to stress the word. It doesn't actually change. So it's always the second syllable from the end of the word where we need to stress the sound. I'm going to say it again. It's always the second syllable from the end of the word where you need to stress the sound. I'm going to show you examples. Just listen to the natives, and now that you know what to look for, the second one from the end, you're going to start hearing the pattern, I promise. It will become obvious one day. If it isn't the second syllable from the end, we mark it. That's why you've got those little things above letters in Spanish, because if they don't want you to say the accent on the second sound from the end, they're going to mark it clearly. That's what accents are for in Spanish. So let's have a look at some examples. examples. I'm going to read you this little bit that I wrote about myself. And you're going to see, you can try and listen out for the accents. Where am I stressing the word? It is the second one from the end. Me llamo Lucy, soy profesora de idiomas y mi pasión es viajar y comer platos locales de los países hispanohablantes. Tengo una hermana que vive en Inglaterra. Ella tiene una hija que se llama Annabelle. Me gustaría tener animales, pero sería difícil viajar con perros. See, second one from the end. If it wasn't, when it wasn't, I think we have gustaría here, ría. It is on the last one. We marked it clearly. This is how it works. You can start reading texts for yourself. You can highlight the second syllable from the end. Or you can just listen to other people talking with transcripts and mark where the accents are for yourself. Which brings us to the last section of this presentation, your promised tongue twisters. Once you've absorbed the previous slides and gave it a proper go, you can start playing with tongue twisters. I'm going to read them for you so you know how they should sound. Then you can pause it and go through the slide slowly. Let's go. Tres tristes tigres tragan trigo en un trigal. Pepe Peña pela papa pica piña pita un poco. El perro de Rita me irrita, y si me irrita, ¿para qué lo repito? Juan tuvo un tubo, y el tubo que tuvo se le rompió. God level. El cielo está enladriado. ¿Quién lo desenladriará? El desenladriador que lo desenladríe, buen desenladriador será. Ta-da! Yes, you can. Understand Spanish vowels, consonants, special sounds, accents, linking it all together, and practice with tongue twisters. This was my special masterclass on pronunciation. I hope you enjoyed it. You can let me know in the comments which slides you found useful, how you are doing, and you can give me questions for the next upcoming live session, which will be about tone and giving directions as well. I hope you have a wonderful day, Spanish heroes, and I will see you soon in our next lesson. Hasta la vista!